10, verse 16 in the workplace. As a Christian in the workplace, do you sometimes feel like a sheep working among wolves? Do you ever feel you're working with predators and you are the prey? I have felt this way many times over the course of my career. Consider how Paul describes unbelievers in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 2 through 4. Lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving good, treacherous, reckless, swollen with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God. I have worked with people who fit Paul's description. I suspect you have too. Having worked in the private and public sectors, served in the military, and worked as a college professor and counselor for more than 50 years now, I have seen the best and worst of people in the workplace. There have been times I felt not just ill at ease among my coworkers, but completely out of place. You will not work long before learning the truth of 1 Peter chapter 5, verse 8. As this verse states, the devil is indeed prowling around seeking someone to devour, and the workplace is one of his favorite hunting grounds. Every day he uses temptation and pressure from coworkers, superiors, and subordinates to challenge your faith. Sometimes he even stoops to persecution. The devil is a predator who views you as his prey. Consequently, as Paul warns in 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 12, we can expect to be tempted, pressured, and even persecuted for our faith. Persecution of Christians is nothing new, of course. Throughout history, Christians have been subjugated, abused, and abased because of their faith. Many have become martyrs. Historically, we have suffered comparatively little for our faith in the United States, but that is changing. Over the years, opposition to Christianity in America has grown steadily. In drafting the First Amendment, our founders sought to guarantee freedom of religion. But in recent years, opponents of Christianity have made progress in transforming this guarantee into freedom from religion, or at least freedom from the Christian religion. Aided and abetted by progressives in the government, courts, entertainment industry, and media, secular humanists are gaining the upper hand in American society. Because the workplace reflects contemporary societal standards, secular humanists have gained the upper hand there too. Unbelievers of all stripes are determined in their opposition to Christianity. This fact is making the workplace an increasingly challenging environment for Christians. Christians I've counseled in the past several years have complained about coworkers labeling them fanatics, misogynists, extremists, fundamentalists, and bigots. What could possibly cause these kinds of attacks? The answer is simple. The Christians in question were guilty of openly living their faith in the workplace. Several were asked to remove Bibles from their desks, as well as framed Bible verses from their office walls. One was chastised by his boss for silently praying before a business meal. Another was told to stop saying "God bless you" in conversations with coworkers. Unfortunately, instances of hostility toward Christianity are becoming increasingly common in the workplace. This hostility can and does sometimes cross a line and become persecution. Instances of outright persecution make the headlines and garner the most attention, but in reality, they represent only a small percentage of faith-related challenges Christians face on the job. The majority of faith-related challenges in the workplace are subtler in nature and more difficult to defend against. In fact, unbelievers often like to disguise their hostility toward Christianity in a cloak of neutrality. They attempt to sound reasonable by arguing that work and religion do not mix. But there are two problems with this argument. First, the only religion they attack is Christianity. And second, Christianity is a worldview encompassing all aspects of life, including our work. As Christians, we cannot separate our beliefs from our work, nor can we leave our beliefs on the doorstep of the office. Here are just a few examples of subtle attacks experienced by Christians I have counseled. Being excluded from important meetings, seeing promotions, salary increases, and recognition go to less deserving coworkers, cyberbullying,